Hi, this is Dr. Jim Ave again, and in this presentation I'm going to provide a quick summary of what this class is about, or the purpose of this class, our textbooks for our class, and a summary of our schedule for our time together. So, as I said in one of the other presentations, ATR 580 is the bones of research. And so the goal here is for you to have a good understanding of the different kind of research methods that are used in athletic training, especially with the push with evidence-based practice, evidence-based medicine. We have to make sure that you have a good foundational understanding of the methods that are used. So when you are reading journal articles, you can understand the methodology that the researchers used when they developed their studies. And so in this class, I'll get into that when I get into the different assignments. So that's kind of the goal. This class here is designed to give you the foundational understanding of the research methods used in athletic training. I'm also going to spend a lot of time talking about defining variables, research questions, purpose statements, and ethics in research. So your textbooks, you have two textbooks, Thomas, Nelson, and Silverman, Research Methods in Physical Activity, the 7th edition. I have tried to find an athletic training research methods book, and there is not any that I can find. I try to modify this class in such a way that we can apply the material to athletic training. This book is written to like kinesiology, PE, coaching, human performance, exercise science, those type of degree programs. I think it's a good textbook. I've been using it for quite a while. I think it's well written. It takes a difficult topic of the methodology, and I think they do a good job of explaining the different methods. For somebody who doesn't have a lot of research background, I think it does help for us to understand it. The second book that you'll need for this class is by Gordon Smith, Courage and Calling, Embracing Your God-Given Potential. We're going to use that in our devotionals. I'm going to talk about our devotionals in another presentation, so I'm not going to spend too much time on that. I'm going to scroll down, so don't get sick when I scroll. Scroll. So here's our schedule for the fall semester. I try to break this down. In week 1, we have your first devotional. That's due Sunday, the first week. And then you have a learning activity where you're going to pick a topic, because back later in the program in ATR 590, you'll continue this class, because it's a continuation of 580, where you'll write a paper where you'll pretend to do a research study on a particular topic of interest. So I want you to pick a topic that you're very interested in, post it in a forum, and I have more information there. I'm not going to go over each assignment here. That's kind of boring and tedious. But you'll do that in a forum. You share that with the other students in your class. And then in week 2, we'll go over week 1, we go over the research process, the steps of research. Week 2, we talk about the details within that research process, how to write a research question, a purpose statement, hypotheses, a bunch of stuff like that. So you'll do an activity doing that. We have our second devotional, and then you'll have a another assignment, week 2, learning activity 3, which is called a city class. That's they teach you on the ethics on conducting research. Then in week 3, we actually get into the different designs. We'll talk about experimental and quasi-experimental design. And then here on this activity 5 here, you'll see that what I'm asking you to do is, our textbook talks about these designs, but the language they use, the authors use, is not the same that is used within like the Journal of Athletic Training or the Athletic Training Educators Journal. I don't think that's the right title for that. But I'm trying to have you see that these designs explained by our authors of our textbook are the same designs that we use in athletic training research. So there's going to be several assignments where you're going to be asked to identify one of the, say, quasi-experimental designs. What's the same language used in our athletic training research? So we have a bunch of learning activities. You'll have a midterm exam. Whoops, I forgot to take that out. You'll have a midterm exam. It's both in class, which is a multiple choice exam that's based more on the readings, on the chapters that we've covered up to week 4, and then there's a take-home exam that's similar to some of these learning activities you're doing. And so I'm not going to go over the rest of the class. I'm trying to scroll down, but my computer doesn't want to scroll down. And then you'll have a final exam, which is again in class, which will be just for the assignments, or for the chapters from week 5 through 7, and then a in class and a take home exam. The take home exam would be similar to your midterm take home exam. So that's our class in a nutshell. I'll talk about our devotionals in our next presentation.